We're here this afternoon with Buzz Cason, and got mutual friends here, and want to get a few stories from him about our honoree, Mr. Brent Maher. So we were just talking briefly off camera about his story about you guys getting back together while he was in Vegas. If you want to go down that road, and let's hear your version of that.
Well, to begin with, Brent was a brilliant young guy that was down here in the Air Force, and was playing music on the weekends, and got hired at Monument, at Fred Foster's studio. And we hit it off as friends, and some way or another we talked Tommy Strong or whoever was in charge of the studio at the time, Bill Porter, into letting Brent work on a master session that Mac Gaden and I were doing on Robert Knight. And I'm sure Brent's told the story before, but it was his first master session, and the first session he did was a hit called Everlasting Love that Mac and I had written and produced up there. And we started doing sessions together. And
what year was that?
It would have been 67 on into 68. And we had a big time up there. I don't know what year Brent moved on out to Vegas, but it was on into the 70s that Travis Turk and I had come out here to Azalea Place and built Creative Workshop, which was an 8-track facility with an old Quad 8 console. And well, it was a new console at the time. And we, at the time, we were recording folks like Leon Russell, and the Doobie Brothers did a cut on their Stampede album here, and we were doing quite well, but Travis got called to move to Toronto to Eastern Sound. So I was without an engineer there for a while, and Brent happened to call, and I said, he told me about the problem with the studio burning out there, and I said, come on down. It was almost that quick as to when we made the transition into Brent coming back to Nashville and coming to Creative Workshop. And one of his desires was that we would remodel, that we would do the studio up into a state-of-the-art facility. And so we wound up hiring Tom Hidley, Westlake Audio, to come in and redesign the control room, or design a brand new control room. And it would turn out to be Tom's only from the ground up facility built here in Nashville. And they went out into the backyard, and I remember I was in Key West visiting my kids, and Jimmy Buffett and some folks down there, and they said, hey, we decided to knock out the side of the building and go out into the backyard rather than try to redo the present control room. I said, well, I'm not going to get rattled on vacation, just do what you got to do. So it was a great decision. They built us a real nice facility, but I can't say enough about Brent's talents, and I think the fact that in his heart he's a musician, and he knew or knows the feel of a song, and he's a songwriter himself, having written Why Not Me, Lesson in Leaving, Rockin' to the Rhythm of Rain, later on all these songs for the Judds. And he's a complete talent because he works from the ground up, from the song, from the groove, from the feel, and he was always just wide open for suggestions, and I was always wide open for suggestions from him. And technically he was right there and kept up with the innovations of the day, and just great set of ears, and most pleasant to work with. I tell my kids and grandkids, the first thing you've got to know is how to work with people, and you've got to love people, and he truly does that, and just really knows how to interact with the artist, the producer, and managers and all. And it's just been a real blessing in my life, and I just am honored to have been working with him and still be friends, and just have all the memories of the good times we've shared in the studio.
And anything you'd like to say to Brent on this occasion of his Lifetime Achievement Award?
Brent, I'd like to congratulate you on this Lifetime Achievement Award to a much deserving and talented fella, and may you just continue on with your career, and all the best to you, Janelle, and the kids and the grandkids, and just keep on rocking.